Hey guys, Dudeness Plate here, and we're going to make some upgrades today, some serious ones too. So as you can see, we're at the Maple Syrup Federation. We've got 28,000. I'm hoping that's enough for both the things I want. So last episode we paid for the electric. That's all in. It's now been a week and a half since then because I need to just make the money. So we want this. Cool, that's done. And we also want one of these. Or at least I want one because I think they're really cool. This does require bolts. So we'll bolt this in. I've got all this ready. And the really cool thing with this is so what it does, as you can see, we've got some bolts there. Didn't want to sit there, I wanted to get out. So what this does is we've got a new thing at the sugar shack. So you can fill this tank up. It's 1,200 litres. And you can back into here to sell it. See? Now, the bonus is this does not have to be full. This can be half full, quarter full, 7/8 full, whatever you want. We can back it into there and sell whatever's there, and it will adjust the sell value based on the amount of product we give, which is great. So we don't have to wait now until it gets to, 120 litres per barrel before selling. But now the biggest thing is we're passive income. Passive maple syrup. That's the biggest change right now. Now, there are a few things. I've managed to get full friendship with, I think it's Jacques, who owns the petrol station. Full friendship with him now. So I can get fuel whenever I like, which is great. And something else. I need to spend 5,000 with Normand to get the shop, so we can really do some work on the car. Between episodes, I stripped everything I could off the car. It's all lined up. Bits that are being chucked are getting chucked. Bits that I need to keep for now, just so I know what I'm buying, they're separated, so we'll have a look at that in a second. I still haven't got full friendship with my brother Francis. I think it's Francis. Which is something I definitely need to do, because you do get something cool at full friendship. It's not needed, but it's useful. A bit of firewood's been there since episode 1, maybe? It's been there for a long time. Right, here we go. So as you can see there, we've got the power poles that now lead to the house. Which means the house is fully hooked up to the grid. And we'll just stop here for a second. So I no longer need that. I mean, if I need to use it, I will. This is what I've been doing this a lot. It's been a lot of work, a lot of annoyance. So as you can see, we've got the car into its bare bones state. I don't think there's anything else that can be taken off this car right now. So we've got doors and fenders there. We've got wheels and seats here. These are all the bolts from the car, which I'm going to chuck every single one of them out because they're all rusty. I want to get new bolts. This is shocks, discs, calipers, hubs, all that kind of stuff. Lights, steering wheel. We've got boot, hood, well, bonnet, bumpers. Then we've got things that I need to remember to replace. So we want to get a new engine. We're going to go get the manual transmission. We need a new intake. All this kind of stuff. I've just got this laid out so I can see at a glance. I need 4 of them, 4 of them, 4 of them, 4 of them. Need those, and that. So I've got it all laid out so I can be like, this is what I need. And then the rear seat's there as well. But yeah, definitely the big thing is we need to get rid of all those bolts. There's a lot of bolts. I just threw them all on the floor. The side guards I've put in here, the bed stakes. They are sat there, nice and chilled. I'm not sure if you can put them on at the same time, but I don't think we're going to need them. So let's go check out this sugar shack. Now we've done some upgrades. I've added some more maple trees, cut a load of saplings which I haven't replaced or I haven't put in the ground yet. Shush you. No, I don't need anything. Right. Oh, so nice to just get rid of that old. So we got, yep, cool. And then we got this pump that goes to the back here, which then goes there, which I'm pretty certain if you just park the car there. So let's get it round there. Yeah, it sits there quite happily. So actually what I'm going to do is just turn this off for now. And that's already starting to fill up. No, it doesn't seem to a way to actually see a numerical figure, which is a bit annoying. We've got a full tank. We have 82 maple trees connected. I've got loads of cuttings, absolutely tons of them. I don't need this anymore. What I'm going to do is we're just going to switch that on. We're getting some heat. And as soon as this gets to the right temperature, we should be creating some thingies. Now I've got 2 full barrels. They'll have to go to the Federation so I can sell them. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Now there is another upgrade. It sits here that I do want to get, and it basically makes it go for every 1 you get 2. It increases the speed. Get some maple syrup. Right, so I can leave that to do its thing now. I can turn that on and just leave it. It's going to cost me an electricity, but it's cheaper than thingy. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to go sleep, make it Thursday, and we're going to see what we end up with in that tank. But I do want to go, where are we? Up into the top left corner, because that's the junkyard. That's where I want to go. As you can see, I did plant a load of these for firewood, but I don't need it anymore, which is great. So just going to do a quick put you on charge. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I've got plans. The original Koenig you get, I think I'm going to make a sort of OEM plus kind of car. Now there is another one I can get, which I'm going to make race / drift spec. But for now, I just want to save, go to bed, and go back, and we'll see how much we've got in there. So I'm just going to let this do this, and be back as soon as we get up there. All right. Having a quick look there. It doesn't look too bad. I'm assuming, yeah, there's nothing in there because once it gets to a certain point, it goes straight up there. And is there any left? Very small amount, if any. So I can just leave this running now, and it will just gradually fill up, which is great. But I want to go to the junkyard. So first thing we need to do is get back to the house because I want to pick up those bolt trays and get rid of them. I want to get rid of the bolts. Going to cost a fair bit because I think I counted over 120 bolts. So I'm going to need to buy a lot of bolt packs. Oh, wrong button. Going to get this here because I don't want to lose it. That's a new bolt pack for 20 mil, so I'll just pop them in there. Grab you guys. Now I'm a bit less concerned about the plants right now because we have a passive means of making money. Okay, cool. I mean, I could take all this as well, but I think I just want to get rid of the bolts. I want to get to the thingy. I want to get to the junkyard and just make some more, find some more stuff, basically. So, yeah, it's a bit of a drive. So to be honest, I'll just meet you over there. Okay, here we are. As you probably saw then, I kind of went the wrong way around. But this is what we're after. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all these magnetic... I'm going to get these magnetic trays. Drop all the bolts in there. Because you can sell... You can't just put bolts in bins in this. But you can sell them. Which is something I want to do. To be fair, I don't mind just putting them in a bin. Because I just wanted them, you know, out of the system memory. I mean, $272 for that. I'm not going to complain. So there we go. We're in the junkyard. Now, there's a couple of cool things we can do here. There is this thing, which is actually a working car. So, yeah. Fully working, like, race car type thing, like a banger. That's cool as hell. There is. A lot of people thought... I don't know if it's still in the lot. But a lot of people thought there was going to be another Koenig. There's one here, look. And they were thinking, oh, we could grab that. Well, they've sort of done something similar. In here, we have a scrap Koenig. Basically, the same as what I've got at home now. Just this has more suspension bits on it. And a... No, it's not an ABS unit. So yeah, basically, it gives you another Koenig to work on. Which is what I mean by one's going to be sort of OEM plus and one's going to be race spec. This one's probably going to be the race spec. Be cool if we could drive one of them. This is, yep, tyre changer. There's also tyres in here. I think there are 4. Yeah, there are 4 all-season tyres in here. We can load and unload vehicles in there. But that's not what we're after. There's a very particular thing we're after here. And to be honest, it's probably going to go in the race Koenig. We are after, I think it's in here. There it is. A manual transmission for the Koenig. So as I say, this will probably go in the race one, unless we can buy another one. And you know what? This is going to go in there. But so we have this thing, which we're going to need to come and collect. I think it needs hubs and wheels. Yeah, it definitely needs wheel bearings and stuff like that to go on before it can go anywhere. Same with, but we do have tyres there, so I might be able to just buy some wheels, bring them and load them up. We'll also need the other trailer, the dolly trailer, I think it's called, to grab that. But I think before we wrap up, let's go and take whatever we've got here maple syrup wise. And let's go and see. Oh, you can also find car radios in the cars, which do sell for a decent amount, actually. So let's go take this. Let's go to the... Yep, it's open. Let's go to the Federation, Maple Syrup Federation, and let's see how this drop-off system works and how much money we make from just this amount of maple syrup. Because it did convert an entire tank. Would help if I changed it up as well. I keep on forgetting. There's a beach down there, which I know has 1 or 2 bits on. But we're not looking at doing the buggy just yet. I seem to be awful with this. I think it's this. I'm really bad with these directions. Funny thing is, in real life, I'm not that bad. But for some reason in this, I'm really bad. Right, okay. Back on track now. Yep, over the tree. There it is. The banked corner, which would be quite a lot of fun. And we're back on the road. So let's head into town real quick. This actually does need a top of a fuel as well. I have been using it a lot. Oh, and if you didn't notice, I got rid of all the rust and repainted the truck. But I know there's a lot more stuff we can buy for the truck specifically once we get the shop open. So we'll be upgrading the truck later on. We also need to pop down into town every 2 weeks, I believe it is, to pay our electricity bill. Otherwise we're going to get screwed. And there's the dolly trailer that we're going to need. Right, we'll go to the Federation first, then we'll swing by and go to get some fuel and speak to, I can't remember his name, the one who owns the racetrack. We've got a few monetary goals we need to hit, but with maple syrup being passive now, it shouldn't be as bad as before. So we just need to, now the problem is I can't actually see, so we'll just reverse it in like this. 295 litres. So going to get paid every Sunday for a few weeks of $492 every Sunday. Oh. So that's pretty good actually. That's 3 and a bit barrels. I don't believe we need anything from you, do we, mate? No, I think I've got everything. In fact, let's just have a quick look. How much is the next upgrade? 13.5. Okay, so I need 13.5 for that. And then 10 for that. So another 23, 24 grand, pretty much. Call it an even 25. And then we'll have got all the upgrades from this place. Right, well, I think it's time we go to the petrol station, get some fuel, and head on home. Put this underneath the maple syrup stuff, and go from there. Oh, fuel's cheaper today as well. It's Thursday. It was a bit of an, I must admit, it was a bit of a nightmare trying to get all that money together, because I did not want to use the firewood on the maple syrup. Like, I just couldn't be bothered. So I did it with the potatoes and the weed, and it used a lot of fuel because you need to constantly do the saving to move time forward. Right, so $27 for a half full tank. It's better than my last car. Excuse me. Don't want you. Don't really need to talk to you anymore. Norman, that's it. So we've got Mother at 50, Francis at 40, Roger at 5, Jacques at 50, Eric at 12, and Norman's at 46. So 4 more and we can start to do the racetrack. Need a lot of money for that though. Right, so once again, I'm going to head back. I'll meet you back at home. All right, we're back again, and I mean, that's already a good amount filled up. Let's face it. But this is just going to run now. So I wonder what that gets to. Does it go every 5, every 10? It seems to be every 5. It does the upgrade. But basically, I can leave this going. That seems to actually be filling up ever so slowly. Which means that we're at a positive. So realistically, this can just be left to carry on. And it will just gradually fill up this tank. I would like to get it to the top and see what it sells, if I'm honest. So, yeah, we did some upgrades. It's been a lot of work building up to this, but we're there now. So now we can make maple syrup passively. I can start focusing on the bunker or the racetrack or even the car now at this point, which is kind of the point of the game. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. And next time, well, we'll see what happens next time.